We are live. How's everybody doing this fine day? We are about to see that basically people are extremely upset about this topic. Obese people on Snap rage as they are upset that taxpayers are no longer going to pay their way. Give me a second. Turn that off. But for those of you that don't know, some recent changes have been made to Snap. Snap is like it's called the Supplemental Nutrition Assistance Program. So people that need supplemental nutrition, like they are not quite making enough to make ends get by, are then given some assistance. And I gotta say, I don't see a problem with sometimes this happening. I do think, and I am actually writing a book on this, by the way. I have an America-only concept. And in the America-only concept, all welfare would be gone, except for our social service systems would help with elderly people over the age of 70, and it would help with single mothers for daycare. Free daycare for single moms. That's all the assistance I think we should get. Because elderly people can't take care of themselves, and the kids need to be looked after. And if we want people to go to work, we should, help them watch their kids. If they're a single mom, or even if they're a family that needs to go out, honestly, that's all we should do. But the recent changes are there is a cost of living adjustment effective October 1st, 2024. SNAP maximum allotment, dedication, and income eligibility standards were adjusted to reflect changes in the cost of living, potentially increasing and decreasing, right? Now, there is now a work requirement for able-bodied adults without dependents extended to age 54 as of October 2024 up to age 52. ABAWs, Ds, must work for or participate in work programs for at least 80 hours per month in order to get their SNAP benefits. Let's see. There's also the structure shift where states must cover 5 to 25% of SNAP cost benefits. The work requirement is tightening. The elimination of SNAP Ed, which is the Nutritional Education Fund. There's the Thrifty Food Plan freeze, which proposed a freeze on future TFP updates. There's the elimination of low-income housing energy assistance program, which I'm fine with. Immigrant eligibility restrictions. You can't get on SNAP if you're an immigrant, and I'm totally fucking for that. One goddamn 1,000%. And let's see. Oh yeah, you're not going to be able to get sugar and shit on that, which is great. I personally think that that's how we should do this anyway. Now, we're going to play some snippets of this guy's video. I am subscribed to this man. I watch a lot of his content. He is the Black conservative. So let's check it out. I love his title is awesome. High calorie single mom with 9 kids upset over Trump pushing the ban. Okay, so here's a person about to complain about not getting extra money for her food that obviously has been spending too much money on food. Obviously, and I mean obviously because she's fat.
You don't want them to have access to food? Do you not want them to have? You know what they're going to do? They're going to end up stealing.
And then we should put them in jail. It's amazing to me that we live in a society that will lead to, well, they're just going to steal. Oh, well, they just have to hire illegal people. Oh, well, they're going to have to do this. Yeah. They should go to jail for that. They really should. And if they have kids, they should have their kids taken away for that. Just because you're you being a failure, you having a hard time, don't get me wrong, you've heard me before. If you're disabled, I even think that single moms should receive some help. But this woman does not need assistance eating. Absolutely not. That is overconsumption of taxpayer money right here, right fucking here. There should be a BMI. There should be a waist to height ratio requirement. We can't give you food assistance if your waist to height ratio is above 0.6. Make it so you cannot afford to be unhealthy.
And there's going to be more prisoners. Oh, that's so smart. That's so smart. Yeah, you're stunting American growth.
You look like you're growing just fine.
You're stunting American growth, and my generation's getting fucked because of you.
You shouldn't even say getting fucked. It just produces gross thoughts.
And I'm sick and tired of it. People have like this.
What you gonna do? What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do about it? Like, I'm sick and tired of not being given shit for free, is what this fat bitch is saying.
Oh, but there's so many people who, for their SNAP benefits, they use it, but they don't actually need it. And this.
Are we sure this isn't satire? We're sure this isn't satire. Yes.
I don't give a shit. I don't care. I don't care if a few of them use the system. Everyone's going to use the system. Guess what? Trump is using the system.
Trump is on Snap?
So that his fellow rich people can have tax cuts.
His fellow rich people are on Snap?
So why can't people have food?
So you just said rich people make money. Why can't we have food? You should, first of all, you are overeating, young lady. But secondly, work your fucking ass off. What the fuck?
Why is it, please, someone explain to me, that why is it us and Israel out of the UN are the only two countries that believe that food is not a given right?
So let's check this out. Yeah, at one point in time, only the rich could afford to be fat. So she just said, let's hear what she just said. And this is why you can't. This is why it's worthless to fucking argue with these stupid ass people. I'm just letting everybody understand that. Let's listen to what she just said.
Why is it, please, someone explain to me, that why is it us and Israel out of the UN are the only two countries that believe that food is not a given right?
So she is so sure about this. Like, she's as sure about this as she's sure she loves ho-hos. Like, that's how sure she is about this shit. But if you look at the data, out of the 198 countries in the UN, Cuba has a libreta rationing system established in 1962, provides subsidized food for all citizens at minimum cost, less than $2 USD monthly, ensures baseline food security. Article 8 of the Constitution supports food access primarily, particularly for children. That's Cuba. Okay, so there's one out of the 198. And then the Democratic Republic of North Korea, the public distribution system, PDDS, operational since the 1950s, distributes food to approximately 70% of the population, urban, especially urban residents, with quotas. So two out of the 198 recognize food as a right and make sure their people have food. Two. And they're both hellholes. They're both complete shitbox holes. Both of them. Cuba and fucking North Korea are communist hellholes, like communist hellscapes. Straight the fuck up. So, fat ass is very, very, very excited about the fact that, she said one more time.
Why is it, please, someone explain to me, that why is it us and Israel out of the UN are the only two countries that believe that food is not a given right?
One more time, just so everybody understands. And this is why you just got to consider people this size to be stupid and fucking lazy mentally. Because they prove it every goddamn time. At no point in time do I think she even fucking tried to look that up. She just hates Israel. I bet you she is a gays for Palestine person. I'm just assuming. You know what? I shouldn't assume she's gay, but I did. I don't know why. So, but I did. And if that makes me homophobic, I don't care. It's like people get weirded out about shit, but because I'm clearly not. But two countries. That's it. Cuba and North Korea are the only countries that do the thing that you think everybody should do. I would just argue that maybe that's a bad sign. Like maybe, just maybe, the only places in the UN, like, it's wild. Oh my God. Israel is a genocidal state. The government of Israel is a horrible fucking government, but there's no genocide going on. Genocide is a complete, like, they're thriving. Their population is growing. They're not being genocide. Reality exists. It's okay to not like Israel. It's okay to not like Gaza. It's okay to be stupid enough to think that you can be gays for Palestine and be for Palestinians when they throw you off a fucking roof. It's perfectly fine to be that mentally deficient, but to say that Israel is a genocidal state is just sheer, like, you fucking being emotionally fucking drivel, stupid. So here's the take. Like, here's my long and short of this, right? Because I'm done listening to the fat bitch. But we should have no welfare systems. None. We should have no welfare systems. It is not the responsibility of an individual in the United States who is guaranteed individual liberty by the Constitution to have to be taxed so other people can eat, especially when they could work to earn the money to eat. It is not the person's response. Individual liberty means I'm responsible for me. You're responsible for you. I shouldn't have to pay anything to you. I first of all don't believe we should have income or property tax. This is all in my new book coming up for America Only. But the government shouldn't be in the business of spreading wealth around. The government shouldn't be in the business. A constitutional republic's government should not be in the business of socialism. And I know this sounds really, really, really harsh, but if people tried to be more independent and self-sufficient, it would help everybody, including the fucking country. And we just don't do that right now. So, let's see here. All right, goes. All right, guys. Any questions for me? I will do Q&A for a couple minutes, and then I got to go because I got to cook food because I am ready to fucking have a great day. Okay, Jennifer, I have to disagree, Alan. I don't care. They should be limited to zero. How about this? If the government wants to pay for it, they can find a tariff or something like that to pay for it. It should not come from taxpayers. It should not come from other citizens. You are not. You are not owed anything of mine. You are not owed anything of mine at all. I don't owe you shit. You don't owe me shit. You shouldn't have to pay for anything that would be subsidized for me. I definitely, my taxpayer dollars shouldn't go towards subsidizing sugar and shit like that. That's fucking idiocy. It definitely shouldn't go to, like, a person that's not working gets money from me so they can fucking not work. No, hell no. Absolutely motherfucking not. I believe in the United States Constitution. I believe in individual liberty. My individual liberty means that I don't need to fucking worry about your individual liberty. You fucking have your individual liberty. As long as my individual liberty, as long as me expressing my freedom is not imposing upon your freedom, you're none of my business and I'm none of yours. And that includes the money we each individually make and how we spend it. Taxpayer dollars should not be shifted around to other taxpayers at all. It shouldn't be. We shouldn't be taxpayers at all. Our government shouldn't run off taxes. That's a whole different story. But we should mind our own, like, everybody should mind their own business. And if you can't make it on your own, figure it the fuck out. That's how it comes from now. So until it doesn't, figure it out. But no. So you don't disagree with the sugar. That's the thing. Like, you're like, it's not like, well, let's cut this, let's cut that, let's keep this, let's keep that. If you give people like this enough time to reason on everything, for the same reason that we shouldn't subsidize sugar with taxpayer dollars, because my money shouldn't go to subsidize something that I don't use. My money shouldn't go to subsidize somebody else not working. That's not reality. If the person's elderly, my money should go towards that. We should take care of our elderly. If it's to protect a child, like give a child a roof over their head, we should protect them. If you can't feed your child, should you have that child? Now, don't get me wrong, a temporary one I could even be okay with. We could run that off tariffs and everything like that. Okay, hang on. There are some families that run on really hard times and may need a hand for a little while just to get back on their feet. Don't think those kids should suffer. I don't think those kids should suffer either. But reality exists. They may need a little help, but why is it the other taxpayers' responsibility? If they need help, they can ask for it. It shouldn't just be taken from me or you to be given to them. That's not justice. That's not even like constitutional. Like, I get that you like, and I don't want the kids to suffer either. I really, really, really don't. Absolutely not. But frankly, it is not the job of other citizens to finance citizens like this. I know, oh my God, it's so mean. And it's not nice to say, but we can't function like this because there's always going to be lazy, fucking stupid, lazy, fat, fucking lazy people that are going to take advantage of any fucking situation you give them. So no, absolutely motherfucking not. Yeah, that's what I thought that's what churches were for real. All right, folks. One more time, here's where you can join the Summer Challenge. The Summer Challenge is on our app, Daily Communication, weekly video conferences, Daily Communication via the app. It's a monthly conference call, is included in the $19.99 to join the Summer Challenge. Yeah, it's right on our app. If you're already a client, you can join the Summer Challenge. You don't need to pay anything extra. If you're on the app and you want the extra, and you want the once a month conference call special for the challenge, let me know and I'll send you a link. But if you also want to join, there's month-to-month coaching, 3 month coaching, 6 months coaching. By the way, apparel, if you want my weaponized ADHD shirt and many, many, many other shirts, go to our apparel section. And the Summer Challenge right here, $19.99. It is daily communication about your habits, about hydration, sleep, stress relief, activity, motivation through the support groups and those sorts of things. And you also get a once-a-month consultation with either Crystal or myself. It doesn't need to be me. It can be Crystal or me. So please do check out those things. I hope to see all of you very, very, very soon. My name is Alan Roberts. Goddamn.